Now from Place Ministries, another inspirational moment. Welcome back to Your Place.
Luke 6:31 says, "Do to others as you would have them do to you." You may not know the name Steve Bartman, but if you're a Chicago Cubs fan, well, you certainly know who he is, don't you? Take a look at this picture. Steve Bartman is notoriously known as the guy that many believe cost the Cubs from winning Game 6 of the National League Championship Series in 2003 when he innocently reached for a foul ball and interfered with Moses Alou, making an important catch that could have led the Cubs to the World Series. To say that Steve Bartman was public enemy number one was an understatement. Steve Bartman was the target of death threats and negative comments that sent him into hiding. He basically became a recluse up until recently. It was rumored that he couldn't even use a credit card in Chicago in fear that people would find his whereabouts and then would be subjected to continued harassment. Steve Bartman was a genuine fan that was at the wrong place at the wrong time. Last year, however, after the Cubs snapped a 108-year drought by winning the World Series, they reached out to Steve Bartman and presented him with a World Series ring as a gesture of kindness for the unfair treatment of fans for the last 14 years. Steve Bartman briefly broke his silence to accept the ring, and he expressed his appreciation at this time to the Cubs. He also issued a challenge that said, "We should all be careful how we treat people." As you live out your place in life and ministry, remember the impact that words have on people. We all have a choice to be gracious and kind or to be critical and cruel. May each of us choose wisely before we act.
Your Place is a weekday devotional from Place Ministries. Our focus is helping followers of Christ know how and why God created them, and be encouraged to do what God created them to do in life and ministry. For a list of free resources, go to placeministries.org and join us every weekday right here at Your Place.